Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneChats channel, and I understand why some countries have enacted anti-burqa laws. I get it, right? France has it, no burqas, no burkini, none of that stuff. You get in trouble. I don't know if the burkini might actually not be an issue, but it feels like it would be in some places. But Austria, on the other hand, is a country I had no idea had a burqa ban in place, except this particular ban is not religious in nature. So it's not like, like a Muslim ban or something. It's just what they're calling it as kind of a nomenclature, but it actually gets anybody who wears masks or face coverings in public. And it happened to get this guy who dressed as a shark for a job for promoting a new business. It was a street promotion, and the dude dressed as a shark, and he got a ticket because of this basically anti-burqa law. It says here that Austrian police issued a fine to a man dressed as a shark under new anti-burqa laws. Austrian media reported on Monday the mascot was standing outside a new outlet of the McShark Electronic store in Vienna when he was asked by police to remove his shark head. When he refused, he was issued a fine, which can be up to about $176 US. Now that to me cracks me up. Right, you're out there doing your job. You're like, "Hey everyone, I'm Sharky the Shark coming over to McShark Electronics. Go get your shark on, woo!" I don't know. That's how I would do it. You may do it differently. Popo rolls up. "Excuse me, sir, you need to take off that head." And you're like, "No, I'm on a job. I can't do it." Right? And then they just give you a ticket. I mean, they at least gave him the opportunity to take it off, right? And I mean, the guy refused because he's on the job, probably not thinking anything about it. But at the same time, the cops are like, "No, take it off." And then he got the fine. So, I mean, it wasn't like they walked up and they issued it or so on and so forth. They legitimately, they legitimately gave him the opportunity. But it says here, the new laws aimed at prohibiting people from covering their faces in public came into effect at the start of October. And we're 10 days into the month. Like, that's insane. You don't give the guy a fine 10 days in. Some people don't even know about the new laws yet. You just tell them, "Look, this is a new law. All right, I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna give you a warning. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. It will break your legs." That's a good one right there. I don't know if police brutality exists in Austria, but one way to find out. The rules came as part of legislation approved in May that also establishes mandatory integration courses and prompts asylum seekers to do unpaid public work. So yeah, okay. So this might, it feels like this might not have been an anti-burqa law, but it comes part of this legislation that's clearly biased in one direction or another. And I'm actually not entirely against that. Mandatory integration classes are, I believe, something that should absolutely happen if you're going to emigrate to a country, and prompts asylum seekers to do unpaid public work. Again, I am not against that. I think we should offer community service should be more of a punishment in many cases than outright incarceration or even fines. Put people to work on the outside, make them clean up some stuff, spray paint off, or paint, pressure wash away paint, clean up fecal matter so people in San Diego stop having a Hep A outbreak, things like that. Now, the guy's like, "Just doing my job." The advertising agency Warda Network revealed the fine in a post on its Facebook page, saying, "Today we are at McShark store opening and our shark mascot received a fine from the Vienna police because of the new ban on face coverings. Life is not easy." Yeah, because I think that summarizes it well, right? Life is not easy. Our employee got a fine. That's on him. Makes me wonder if they don't pay it though. That's messed up. If they don't pay it, that's entirely messed up because he's on the job. I've been like, "You can just direct that to my boss over there, man. I just work here. I get paid minimum Austrian dollars per hour, whatever that means. It could just be like a strudel and a sausage. I got no idea what the currency is in Vienna." But he said, but daily newspaper Heute, I don't know, reported the offending mascot told police, "I'm just doing my job," when approached by officers, which I do think is probably like the fairest response there. This guy's trying to earn a buck, not take down the World Trade Center. Okay, I understand why something like this might be in effect, and I'm not ultimately against it. You have laws prohibiting people from wearing masks in public in places here in the United States. In fact, those laws were used to basically fine people for wearing clown makeup and clown masks during the clown hysteria panic of 2016. So these things do exist even here in the country. But it just says, though, that Eugen Prosquil, the managing director of the advertising agency, told the paper he wasn't sure if they would continue to use mascots in their campaigns. It would be a shame if there were no more mascots from now on. He was quoted as saying, I mean, look, if you're not going to have mascots in there, like, you know, you could still have mascots, just don't cover up their face. Like, that's it. That's all you got to do. It's like, I'm not going to cover your face. I mean, I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. You know, don't wear a shark mask. Wear like like just have like the dorsal fin, you know, like just wear a shark shirt or something, you know, wear a giant hat. Just can't cover your face, or have a shark head on top. You know, you can work your way around it. There's ways around the law, clearly. But this is just one of those like reactionary things, like, well, this law is this, we're probably just not even gonna have mascots anymore because the police are just overbearing and on their enforcing of the law. I think that's a BS statement, to be honest with you. Police confirmed to the paper that the mascot was fined for initially refusing to remove a shark head. Yeah, I still don't know. I'm still not, you know, I mean, the dude's just doing his job, right? The guy's just doing his job. It's like, look, dude, I take off the shark head, I can't get fired. I got kids to feed. I got video games to buy. I need, you know, the lady running the escort service behind the bowling alley. She's not going to give me an HJ for nothing. You know what I mean? My smile might be pretty, but it ain't going to get everything done. So, no, I think they should be a little bit more lenient, given the fact that this also was a couple days ago, and this was just after the law took effect. Now, the regional daily Ostrich, mispronouncing that, I apologize, Osterreich, reported that the officers acted after a member of the public reported the mascot. Police suspected the report came from someone who wished to prove a point about the new laws. Yeah, that does feel like some IRL trolling. I'm not going to lie. It really does feel like this dude was singled out because they were like, this new law is crap. Look, that guy's got a mask on his face. I'm going to call the cops. And they're going to go over there, you know, and they're going to find that guy. So, I mean, I get it. They're testing the new law, and they're being jerks. But I mean, technically the law does exist. I'm just saying the cops could have been probably a little bit more reasonable about it a few days into it being, you know, allowed. The laws are written in such a way to be religiously neutral, but that has led to widespread confusion in the German-speaking nation. Vienna Daily Der Standard reports that in one case, a cyclist was stopped by police for covering her face with a scarf. Okay, that's going a little bit too far. We're coming into the winter months. If you're cycling, you want to cover it up. Are motorcyclists going to get fines as well because they've got the full, you know, the full helmet on there? Or are they going to have to drive around with a little top half like they're freaking riding scooters in Rome or something? Just all run around going, ciao, ciao, Montebello, ciao. Like, is that what they're going to have to do? Because that feels a little bit like I get it. I could understand, you know, like the headscarf. I can understand the mask. I can understand those things. But if it's a helmet's for safety. That seems a little bit dumb. But it also feels like cops are maybe trying to push us a little bit too far. So it does say, okay, it does go on here to talk about France, saying France was the first European country to outlaw face veils in 2011. Belgium, Bulgaria, and Switzerland followed suit, while the Netherlands has prohibited the use of veils in public offices. Germany imposed a limited ban on face coverings in April. It only applies to public officials and soldiers on duty. Yeah, you know, not going to stop what happened in Cologne on New Year's a couple years ago, but I guess it's a step in the right direction. Maybe. Paris, on the other hand, yeah, you know, you can't really see someone's face when they're driving a truck apiece. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is a story that is ultimately funny. It's also very sad, sad state of affairs that we find ourselves in this world, where this is a thing. The dude should have probably directed the police to talk to his manager, or he should have gone and talked to his manager to save himself the fine. I understand why this particular post has made its way through Facebook and why it's kind of going viral, is because they're trying to show the absurdity of the law, or the absurdity of how the law is enforced, not so much talking about the fact that the law itself was upheld. I find it to be funny overall, so it's just the reason why I wanted to share it with you guys. But at the end of the day, if the cops come up and just tell you to take off the damn mask, just take off the damn mask. Hey guys, that wraps up this video. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so below. I love to read your guys' input. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me in the YouTube algorithm. If you want to support the channel, there's the Amazon affiliate store, there's PayPal, there's Patreon, there's Bitcoin. And if you're bored and you want something else to watch, check out 3 Buck Theater up here. My name is Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out.